plasticnews.com. All the latest from Hollywood, toys, gaming, comics, and anything pop culture. plasticnews.com. Don't forget the IQ. plasticnews.com.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of the Starlight Digest, a podcast bringing you line talk and digesting Star Wars topics over 1,000 years. This is episode 333.
Good Lord.
Wow, 333 times.
Good God.
Said that line 333 times. Woo.
Wow.
It is November 12th, 2025. I'm your host, Darth Butcher. I've got Scott Solo here.
Kochana, nerds. What's up, nerds?
Hey, happy birthday, Joey. He is celebrating his 65th birthday. He's like
something like that. Yeah.
Finally got mid-retirement now. So anyway,
Sure.
Joey is home celebrating his birthday, taking the day off. Happy birthday,
I think he finally
man.
caught up to me. I think he's finally my age.
Either
He's
that
just a
or
young
he passed you by
whippersnapper.
1 year. I'm not entirely sure.
No, we're the same age now.
Same age. Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. Well, happy birthday, Joey. Ernie, get your time in. Ernie the Fallen Fett was finishing up, wrapping up whatever he's doing over there to come over here and finish and do our outro.
Mike's already at 8:23. So
23
there we
minutes.
go. Okay.
Man, you're betting early. You're betting early.
I think that's really a positive thought.
Yeah, you're giving a benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we get started, guys, I want to kick it over to Scott Solo here. And because we have our Shadow Council and everybody who's being digested in the pit, even James Morrow, even though the pit, it digesting him gives us gas.
Oh, is that what
He
that
said
was?
it.
I was wondering.
Yeah,
what was
yeah, I
making
know. I
it
was like,
sound
oh,
that.
there's James. Right there. There's James. Hit their heart.
Oh, yeah, man. Just kind of
All right.
right there, man. It wasn't the pasta. It was that. Yeah.
It was, take it away.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Quick shout out to my mom. My mom's going through some stuff. So, Mama Solo, give her your best wishes and all. Okay,
Will do.
But aside from that, we are here to talk about Star Wars and thank these fine folk right here for making all of this possible. We even have a new name on the list. So I'm going to start at the top here and we're going to roll on through. We've got AJ from the Forbidden Panel, Blitz Transmissions. They're plural transmissions.
Yeah, he does more than one.
It's not a singular.
It's not a
matter
one
of
and
fact,
done over there.
That dude is at it every day, all day. I don't know how he has time for doing the other stuff.
I don't know.
We've also got Brian C, Cassidy B, Cliff, Commander Bly, Commander Cook, Crystal E, Don the Dad Dorn, Eric Grubb, Flavy Davy. Have to take a breath. Gavin Connor from the Holy Hour All Cure Podcast, Hal Runner Base, James the always gassy James Morrow, Joseph Bailey, our pals from across the pond, Chris K and Luke O'Brien. We've got Meeks, Merdvine Bolanos, Matt Logic, Mufftack is back, Nicholas Schaefer, Obi-Wan Kenobi. A big, warm Shadow Council welcome. I hope you guys are ready to teach him the secret handshake and all of that. We've got Rhino AZ22. So welcome, Rhino AZ22.
Thank you, sir.
Not to be confused with Rhino Hobbies,
right?
Stu John Jedi, or Troy Dodson. Rhino AZ22 is his own person. He's his own Rhino.
That's right. We let him be himself.
That's
here.
right. That's right.
Thank you so much.
Rhino talk, man. Wow. I've got a play opening this week called Rhinoceros. I mean, why are there so many rhinos in my life? What's going on? If you want to join the Shadow Council, just log on to patreon.com/Sarlacc Digest Podcast or scan the QR code right there and donate a couple of bucks. It all goes right back into the production of the show. And you know what? We really, really do appreciate it. Also, a special shout out to our channel members. I don't have that list available to me right now. So
I know that's another thing.
I know. My God.
It's great.
You guys are amazing. Every single one of you is absolutely amazing. And you make this worth doing every day. Not this guy next to me. That guy's just, he's a lot.
I'm toxic.
I mean, he's a lot. I mean, just look at that beard. That just shows you how much maintenance this guy
There's
has.
a lot of product in that beard.
But we also are digesting Commander Bly. This guy here, Darth Moocher, again with the beard. I swear, it's everywhere. That idiot right there. Let's see, who else have we got? We have got Gordon Skalski's in there. We've got Don the Dad Dorn. We've got Rhino Hobbies. We've got Nicholas H. We've got Stu John Jedi. I think I already called out Commander Bly, but he's worth it.
He needs to. It was Veterans Day yesterday for us. And all the veterans, extra shout out.
That's right. Mando Mike. We've got AC in the house. What's up, AC? We've got Monsieur Mix. What's up,
man?
Meek?
Right there.
Yeah, he really is.
He's the kindest person in the world, too.
He really is. Guy. Phantom Menace Dennis. We've got the always gassy James Morrow in there. And I burped a little bit.
Yeah.
There's an honor of that. We've got Dr. Brantley in there. What's up, Dr. Brantley? Gavin Connor is in there. What's up, Gavin? Oh man, the list just keeps on
Gavin
going.
Connor's profile pic always disturbs me, but in a good way.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I don't know what it is, but it makes me hungry. So.
I think it's a sandwich with eyes. I don't know.
I know, but what kind of sandwich?
He loves the Muppets, so I'm thinking it's some kind of weird sandwich Muppet. I don't know, man.
Anyway, tangent.
Anyway, so yeah, if you're in there, just say hello. We'll give you a shout out. And yeah, and
did you get Phantom Menace Dennis?
I sure did. Thank you very much, Phantom Menace Dennis. I really appreciate that.
Jones checking in.
Rick Jones? Oh my God, I'm slacking. My apologies.
That's okay.
Gentlemen.
I think
My God.
just got to scroll. But yeah, if we missed you, shout it out again. We'll get you in chat because this is a community effort to us to talk Star Wars.
That's right. You are all the Sarlacc Digest. There we go.
Yes, we digest everybody.
We do.
We're not picky eaters. In case you missed it, Monday we dropped our toy chest. So shout out to Replay Crew if you happen to go back and check it out. Leave a comment. Keep the conversation going. Just kind of want to plug that really fast. Gavin Connor tells us it's a delicious grilled cheese off a food truck here. Had to make it into a Muppet of sorts. All right. It looks delicious.
That is one hell of a grilled cheese.
It is, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So there's been, we're here to talk about the state of Star Wars weekly, right? We break it all down. What's up, Santo 14?
Santo.
What's going on, man? So one of the, I guess, maybe a nostalgia trips or maybe something that's been a staple in a lot of our lives in the Star Wars universe is going away. And that is the Star Wars Insider. Now, for those of you that don't know about the Star Wars Insider, it was a monthly magazine that gave us all the behind the scenes, some future content, articles written, past, all kinds of things every month. And it used to be a quarterly magazine when it first came out. And you had to
wasn't
sign
it
up for
Star Wars Galaxy originally or something like that?
That was separate. Was that
separate? Okay.
Yeah, because Star Wars Insider was attached to the fan club, the Star Wars fan club. So you got a quarterly magazine plus a poster that Drew Struzan drew, and a little letter signed by George Lucas, right?
Yeah.
Just
a membership card.
Yeah, and a patch, I think, and a card and all that stuff.
A magnet. I remember there's a magnet.
Yeah.
One year. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was like part of the Star Wars fan club. And then about when the Power of the Force 2 started rolling around and the special editions started rolling around, I think they made it a monthly thing. Because especially like when the prequels are coming out, it was like the first time I ever saw Darth Maul. First time I ever saw Grievous was on the Star Wars Insiders, And in fact, I am in 2 Star Wars Insiders with my picture and article and everything. So.
That's what I'm talking about. All the drama and oh my God, he's so high maintenance. Look at me. I was in Star Wars Insider.
Twice. Yeah. One.
I only wish, man. I only wish. That's so cool. I was in one of my letters was once posted in an Aquaman comic.
Oh, nice. Well,
Eat that.
I mean, Star Wars, Aquaman.
I know.
I don't even know where that goes. That's like all.
What do the kids say these days? 6 to 7. It's
6, 7. Yeah.
6, 7, yeah.
We got Chet Maddox coming in. Also, Ernie 822. Yeah. Okay. Insider was our lifeline. Yeah, Bly. Yeah. It was, and I still picked it up every once in a while. And that's probably due to the changing because print media, then adapt or die. So who knows where it's going? We might Diva Vibes. Dude,
so full of himself.
I can't.
James Morrow, dear Penthouse. I never would have believed this would ever happen to me.
Not once. But twice.
He's talking about me, bragging about Aquaman. Damn
it. What's up, Blitz Transmissions? Get a load of these guys. Yeah, we're at it again. It just seems like we just always come home and flip the cameras on, and we're always online. So
yeah, us old heads gotta keep this thing alive.
That's right. But yeah, guys. So Star Wars Insider. No, Scott, we pulled up a couple facts about this breaking news. This thing is it going away? Do we have news that it's permanently not a thing anymore? Are we going digital, an app? What's the haps? That's another thing the kids say.
What's the haps? Sarlacc Digest, always with the drama.
Got him.
That's it. I mean, my God.
This is young.
So it says the Star Wars Insider magazine will have its final issue, issue number 237 in early 2026. So we do still have a couple months left to go. Excuse me.
It's the James. Yeah.
I know. No oxygen. Hard to breathe and talk at the same time. I need a Darth Vader respirator. He can always talk and breathe at the same time.
Or the Saw Gerrera thing.
I know. Anyway, It does look like it is closing down completely. Mostly the reason is, of course, the due to decrease in print media circulation, which, I mean, I have to confess, I have not bought an issue of Star Wars Insider magazine
Yeah.
in 15 years, maybe.
Mm.
It's just I cut off
Not even the
comic
ones
books.
I was in.
Especially not those ones. I told them, take these back to the
Because I bought them all.
No, did you?
Yeah.
No, whenever I decided to stop with when I stop something, I stop
Yeah,
wholeheartedly.
of
Like
course.
comic books, cut it off. Star Wars Insider, cut it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, the reason for the closure is the decrease in print media circulation. It's going to still release issues until that final date. But Titan magazines, they're the publisher. They're bringing it to an end, and there are currently no plans on moving forward digitally either. And that begs the question, in this day and age, whenever you have Star Wars.com coming up with news every day or every week, is it really necessary? Right?
Yeah.
Do we have a magazine? I mean, I still love to have those in hand. I say that I haven't, after I said I hadn't bought one in 15 years.
Yeah.
But there's something about print media. God, I'm terrible. I'm a graphic designer, man. This is what I do for a living. I make print things. I don't even support it. I suck.
Wow. Unbelievable.
When was the last time you bought a magazine?
The last one was a Star Wars Insider.
When?
I probably June.
Well,
June was probably the last one. Yeah. And it was like, I used to subscribe to it. So it would come regularly. And
Same.
it would happen to be that I ventured outside. I went to the Barnes and Noble and like, Star Wars Insider. Yeah. So,
I used some of them to level out a bookshelf. And
this is why it's going on.
Remember,
dude, it's not.
Hey, I bought it. But I specifically remember it was the episode 1. It had C-3PO on the cover with Padme, and I stuck it under there and used it to balance a bookshelf.
That's funny. Yeah. Let's see. Check in. James Morrow. Everyone born after 2000. What's a magazine?
I know, right?
SKN checking in. Good evening to the best Star Wars show on any airways. Have a wonderful.
Well, you can say best show. That's fine. That's fine.
Cool. Yeah. It's Bliss Transmissions. I felt like I was being told a relative passed away hearing the news about the Insider. It's almost sad. Like you don't know what's gone until it's gone, right?
Right. It's that Cinderella song. Don't know what you got till it's gone, right?
Right. Hey, what's up? No one watches already. Good to see you, man. I was at Walmart recently this week, and there wasn't a single Star Wars toy in the aisle. Oh, well, they're doing the transition over to holidays, so I'm sure that I don't know, like that's not good for no toys.
On the flip side, I circulate between, I think, 5 Walmarts in my 50-mile radius, and a couple of them are just like that, and the other ones are loaded. So
yeah,
it's luck of the draw, man.
Yeah. Dad Dorn bought a puzzle book last month. Awesome. I still buy some print media here and there, but not like it was before, Hey, what's up, sci-fi dude? What's up, TVC family?
Hey.
Blitz is in there. He's one of the TVC families now. So
yes, he is. He's graduated.
Yeah, but
TVC clan.
But it's
up.
Yeah, all right. Monday talk. But yeah, I was hoping that an Insider app would open up. Something digital. I know we have StarWars.com, but StarWars.com is very weighted. Like, you get no news there. You only get like you know what I mean? Like when we try to
old stuff.
When we try to scour for Star Wars news, StarWars.com does not hit our radars because there's nothing there. They barely do press releases. If a new trailer drops, it drops on there, but it also throughout the masses, but it's already there. It's like, like old news or cookie recipes for your holiday, Star Wars themed party, which is great. I think it's good for that. It's got character breakdowns and all that stuff, but it's not a source like Star Wars Insider was. Star Wars Insider, like you and I both love behind the scenes. We both love the making of. We both, I mean, and that's what I'm gonna miss about it. And that's but I guess how much more can be told. So, and price or I'm sorry, the sales numbers, of course, this day and age,
Well,
to come up with a magazine is hard.
And I do want to talk about the price of it too, because price of
Yeah.
picking up a printed magazine now is pretty astronomical. Because sometimes I will buy a magazine, a music magazine or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And it's like $16 to $19
Oof.
for
Yeah.
a magazine.
Yeah.
And I did notice picking up the Insider last time I was at Barnes and Noble, which was a week and a half ago.
Mhm,
It was really thin. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like half the coverage that it used to be.
Yeah.
It's not what it once was, but at the same time, I get it, because you can't keep producing something the same size with the sales dropping, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, monthly too, every 30 days. You know what I mean? Like how
Yeah.
much, that's why they went back and they dug out some archives, did an interview of like, here's how Darth Maul was made again, stuff like maybe they give some tidbits, but Dr. Brantley,
Right.
same thing. I had a Lucasfilm fan club subscription that came with the magazine before Willow came out, 86, 87. 86, 87. No, that's not okay. I love it, but it was the only way to get news back then. Yeah, that and
Starlog, man. Starlog. I used to scramble to get those Starlog magazines, right? But I mean, Commander Bly actually comes up with a really good point right here. Who needs Star Wars Insider when you've got Starlog Digest and Blitz transmissions?
we're the cause of it going under.
You know what, though, there is a really good there's a bit to that, though. I mean, because if you can go online and see somebody on a podcast talking
Yeah.
about the news as it drops,
Yeah.
that has to also kill
It-
sales of a magazine, right?
News drops and it's in minutes, everybody knows about it. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Before, the next print, and they're behind on the stuff. So a lot of people, like I would buy it again for just because it's a Star Wars magazine, and I would
Yeah.
buy it. When I was buying it back in the day, it was because of all the toys. They had that section, the Bantha tracks, and then the Jawa Trader inside
Yeah.
the Star Wars magazine, which had all like a next wave of toys. Star Wars
Yeah.
Insider is when I first found out about Kenner doing the Power of the Force 2 line.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or Hasbro with the Kenner sub
Yeah.
company. But I remember seeing an article on the Star Wars Insider saying, look, this is a promotional deal. We're going to bring back Power of the Force, but only 9 figures. No plans of doing anything other than 9 figures. And here's the 9 figures, right? And I remember it was a little article at the bottom of like page 20. It wasn't even a big thing.
Yeah.
And that blew my mind. And that was when it was quarterly. And now look what happened. That was, it's they've never looked back,
So as far as the Star Wars Insider goes, I mean, and let's remove yourself from the equation here. Okay. Seriously, let's remove yourself from the equation.
Yeah.
What do you have a favorite moment? Is it that first time you saw those figures in the magazine? Is that would you say that's probably your favorite moment in all
that's
of
probably my top?
Yeah.
Because I was fresh out of high school. I
Mhm.
was going to ITT, right? And I got the Star Wars Insider. So instead of studying, I was like reading it. And again, it was I was obsessed with Star Wars, of course, like we all were, but it wasn't around us. It
Yeah.
wasn't in the stores other than Suncoast, the antique stores and all that stuff. And like I said, I remember just obsessing on every bit of information I could, because that is the time where I've told you this in the past, like where I really fell in love with Star Wars, right? We loved it as kids, but when I would notice like, oh my God, why am I obsessing with this IP so much?
824.
Dude, we have a lot of winners.
We do.
You saw Ernie. I knew it.
No, I was trying to get all my issues of Star Wars Insider. I have them all back there from issue 1 till now. I don't know if you guys want to just start showing every cover.
He's got
You gonna put them on eBay?
You want
Does
to?
He's got the ones I'm in, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Ernie, did you collect Star Wars Insider?
For a while there.
Yeah.
For a while?
I did stop at a point. Probably when I moved and magazines were getting low. I was just talking about this right now on the Chronicles, and I told them to come over here and watch this because we were going to talk about it, and that got us in the conversation of there was nothing better than coming home from a day of hard work, sitting on your toilet, shower on, ready, and I was like Ralphie at the mailbox with all my magazines, because I had a bunch, Scott. I mean, I had Toy Fair,
same,
Wizard
Lee's,
World,
Game
Pro,
yeah,
Game Pro, Tips and Tricks, Star Wars Insider, Penthouse. Just you wanted to get everything. They were free, and then
Yeah, mine was Star Wars Insider and Rolling Stone. Those were the two that I and Toy Fair eventually. So,
the only Rolling Stone I have is one with episode 1 on it.
Really?
Yeah, it was just like the Vogue magazines and all those. I just bought them because we're the TV guides, and bought them because episode 1 was such a media blitz. It was
when I worked at the music store, that's whenever I started collecting Rolling Stone. So
gotcha.
Gotcha. I had Rolling Stone for a while. Back in our day, you would get a year subscription with a lot of stuff if you signed up for something.
Yeah.
You remember that? I mean, even getting like the Daily Press, there was you can get Entertainment Weekly, Rolling Stones, and blah blah for a year. Okay, throw it on. Maxim, there was everything. And then I don't know about you guys, but I held on to them until maybe like my third move, and then I was told to get rid of them. And to this day, I wish I never did.
Oh, I still have every single Insider, every single one.
I wish I didn't because of that.
And I'm with Phantom Menace Dennis. That would be my thing. We would meet up with Julie's parents on Sundays at Barnes and Noble, and I would grab a stack of magazines and just look through them while we drank coffee and talked.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
It was the thing. It sucks that magazines are not a thing anymore.
It's inevitable, though. Like, this is the digital age, man. It's inevitable, and more thing besides toys,
so
plastic,
I did ask Moocher if he had a favorite moment aside from whenever he appeared twice in Star Wars Insider, and he did. I know, right? Ooh.
Yeah.
Let me.
And then
wait, my head. Oh,
yeah. It's getting a little. It's getting a little. It's starting to look like a Funko Pop, but
whoa,
segue. But his favorite moment was whenever the figures made their reappearance, right? Whenever they announced that Kenner Hasbro was starting to make toys again. Do you remember a moment of a Star Wars Insider, anything from Star Wars Insider that really stands out in your memory as just a great story, something that you really
episode 1?
Yeah.
When they started showing, there's a lot in Star Wars Insider of behind the scenes photos that they don't show on DVD.
Right.
Or stories or behind the scenes. You had to go to Insider.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was like that.
Maul was on the inside on the cover, like, this guy's evil.
And then there was the picture of him sitting in like a director's chair.
Yeah.
With just the hood on.
Yes.
And it was like this
Great
shot,
part,
remember? And then regular clothes. And you're like, so who the hell is that? What is that? You get, it was great. Yes, it is. Right. Yeah. So yeah, when episode 1 rolled out, because it was such a hype, all this time we were getting another Star Wars movie. Like, wow, is this real? And it was real in the magazine because you got to see those set shots.
Yeah.
Right. Some of the miniatures that were used and stuff like that. Like, oh, okay, he's doing it. But then you also got to see a lot of those green screen shots, and you're like,
dude,
what's
the hype
on?
of the Phantom Menace again? And there's one that I have, and I'll let Scott. I want him to get yours also. But they actually had like the first page of script written and printed. There was a page of Phantom Menace script that we got to read. And then there was like fan articles and pre-story, like 3-page storylines leading up to certain movies or the prequels and stuff. And it was a lot better back then. I'll tell you that much. Now, like I said, now it's just chock full of like just regurgitated, stuff. Oh,
were you happy? I love Lucha. Were you happy?
Hold on, I'm frozen in excitement.
You're frozen, but you're frozen with just this big old grin on your face.
I see it.
Woo-hoo. Yeah.
Excitement is in the air. My
so when you were sitting on the toilet and you saw that script, how did you look?
Like that?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Gotta love the internet. Sorry,
gotta
guys.
love it. No, that's fine. No, honestly, though, my favorite is like yours also. It's that episode 1, right? Ernie looking fresh tonight. Congrats on the big 500.
Yeah, thank you.
It's that Star Wars Insider with Darth Maul, with the episode 1 stuff, because I mean that really was kind of the pinnacle of the hype machine, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we had gone so long without new content, and then all of a sudden, here's these characters. Oh, Mooch is pulling himself.
Well, I'm trying. Can you still hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Okay. We can't see you at all now.
On
Yeah.
Reeve.
that's
You
all
know
right.
what? I have to mic.
Okay.
You guys can continue.
Is that better?
Okay.
We're going old school now.
Yes.
It's back
This was
whenever
a-
we were just an audio
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. I'll fix
So
it. You continue.
anyway,
Yeah,
we're
everybody
just,
clean or
yeah,
do something right
yeah.
now. Yeah.
Anyway, but no, it was that hype machine. You know, we hadn't seen Star Wars for so long, and then all of a sudden we have these new characters. And I remember seeing Obi-Wan Kenobi for the first time and just making a proclamation. Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to be my favorite character in the prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
You know, and between
It was just a shot of you.
yeah, it was. But honestly,
remember, he was so
between-
young and showing it.
yeah, but between Darth Maul and between the Star Wars Insider and Vanity Fair, because Vanity Fair always had
That's
those
what I was going to
those
say. Yeah.
amazing shots, right? You had that shot of Obi-Wan and Darth Maul coming at each other over, you know, both of them looking like they're flying at each other. And I was like, I cannot wait to see that scene in that movie. And it never happened. But
Yeah. And then the Vanity Fair kind of when they had the cast shot,
yes,
a regular out of clothes, just actors, couch, stage kind of set up, and you unfolded it out.
Mhm.
You know, and then that kind of took away everything because then we stared at that for so long. Like, so who is that?
yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing about Star Wars Insider was, you know, Vanity Fair, cool, right? We had those really cool shots, but Insider never stopped, right? We had one issue of Vanity Fair with some really cool shots, but Insider just kept on pumping them out and getting us excited for it, you know? And like Mooch was saying too, the Jawa trader was always my favorite thing to look at. But in this day and age, whenever it comes to Moochers restarting everybody, just so we know, so everyone knows what's going on. In this day and age, though, whenever you've got different websites that are covering all of the Star Wars news, especially for toys, I mean, Hasbro Pulse pretty much does it all on their own anymore. They don't need to leak anything to anybody or give anybody exclusives.
Correct.
They just have their own live stream, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
As
Times have
podcast,
changed.
you know, video killed the radio star. Did podcasting kill the newspaper or the magazine sales? You know,
Did I tell you
Yeah.
I was into Star? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back.
Those were your favorite.
wow,
That's what it was.
wow.
Yeah.
Did you get them? I thought that you were going to be gone
Yeah.
just so we could see them. I mean,
I don't know. Go ahead. I'm
ladies
sorry to
and
interrupt.
gentlemen, if you go to look for him though, you won't see him because he had hair and no beard at the time, so it doesn't even look like Darth Maul.
It's true.
So
True.
here's
I
a
was
little Fallen Fett behind the scenes, little Sarlacc Digest exclusive for you.
Whoa.
If you guys aren't aware, now I haven't searched it yet, but as we're talking toys, I had to because this brought me up to nostalgia. And toy fairs are my ones that I really regret that I threw away because I had from the first one. Oh, Nintendo Power. I used to have the first Nintendo
have
Power
'em.
as well too.
I'm a pack rat,
see?
dude. I have everything.
Right, and I did too. And then I got yelled at when, of course, when you're trying to move. You know how
Yeah.
frustrating that is. And then you get yelled at because why is this damn box so heavy? And somebody opens it and is like, "Why do you have all these magazines?" And then you don't know what else to say. Then, "Oh, we'll throw them away," and
Yeah.
that's what happens. So,
Yeah.
anyways, if you go to Google and you type in magazine rack, it will take you to a site that then you hit the magnifying glass and you could type in Toy Fair. And they will have every issue of Toy Fair there.
Really?
I don't know if Star Wars Insider is on there yet. It might be.
The Internet Archive of Magazines. Wow.
Yes. So type in, go to the magnifying glass. Let's see if Star Wars Insider is there. Maybe we could find these issues with Mooch and call out his BS.
It's
and
the
then
one
we
with
can-
Star Killer on it. There's the one with Star Killer on it is one of them. 2010 ish around that time.
2010 is Star Wars Insider Magazine is on here.
Nice.
So
So the only thing is they're not in order.
James.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
I was going to say. I think it kind of goes by popularity of clicks. But
Oh,
so
well, if Mooch is in it, it's not going to be that popular. So-
on
At least one.
on Toy Fair
least
number
one click.
2. On Toy Fair number 2, there is a page there to episode 1. And it's so
Okay.
funny because they show Ewan McGregor as like a very young kid. And it says supposedly Obi-Wan, because this was all before, right? And then it
Okay.
says rumor talk Samuel L. Jackson with a small cameo. And I laughed at it because I was like, small
Yeah,
cameo.
yeah, yeah.
That's hilarious. Right. Yeah.
It is cool to
Turning
go back
into
and
Mace
see
Windu,
all those rumors and like
Yes.
news tidbits
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then how it actually came true and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, man, I had all those Toy Fair magazines. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Of
That's
course,
really
man,
cool. Thank you.
that's-
Thank you,
yeah.
Ernie.
I love it.
They're
It's a great
great
way to
for
go
them.
back and see it. Now, maybe Moocher, if you have time, you can jump on there and actually
will.
find your one to post
I have
up.
to. I have them in a. I know which ones I have. Actually have one
Yeah.
framed. So
Nice.
It's
nice.
called the
course you
website
would.
is actually called archive.org. And
archives.org.
it's the Internet Archive Digital Library.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool, man.
Well, with the Star Wars Insider going away now, I expect that to be a very good source. Of
A bold one. And like you said, I enjoyed that to hear that, right? I mean,
Yeah.
here it was. We didn't have internet was for your mama joke rooms and talking
forums,
about stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
It was all forums and stuff.
and we only had like an
So,
hour because we got those
getting
free hours in the mail.
A toy
Yeah.
fair of saying this is our Obi-Wan. And
Yes.
then like that, Samuel L. Jackson with a small cameo,
I know.
and like,
Dude, I'm telling you, like, it was in the heyday of the prequels. Like I said, when we first saw Grievous on the cover, and we first saw Maul, and then like the hype of not believing that they're actually filming 3 more movies, and then
Correct.
seeing those behind the scenes, and like Ernie said, well, actually there was that one centerfold out. We had a whole cast, had even like Ahmed Best with the Jar Jar mask on, George
The Vanity
Lucas,
Fair.
Mick McCollum. It was that Vanity Fair,
or
yeah.
the Insider.
It might have been
think it was-
Vanity Fair, right?
Yes.
That you put,
Yeah,
and
that's what we're
but
talking about.
That's when it like hit. The reality hits. Like they're making
Yes.
3 more movies because guys, Blitz out there, Blitz Transmissions. You're too young for this, but we know we lived and accepted. We accepted only 3 movies in our entire life, and then when the prequels came out, it was like, no, you're not doing it. And then they did it, and after that, it was only going to be 6 movies. That's it. Like we knew that only 6 movies.
Dope,
Just-
huh?
Yeah.
just
look
so
at
just so we're all aware, this is the one that is currently underneath the leg of the bookshelf in my storage room, holding it, keeping it
See?
even.
Scott hates
Yeah.
the prequels.
Look at the pictures. Like
That was
to
I know,
us,
but the
this
pictures are
is
great.
this is exactly like what we were like. Oh my god, what is going on? This is all
What
we had
does
to
it
go
mean?
off of forever.
Yeah.
Exactly. We didn't know, And then
Yeah.
this was also a time where then all of a sudden our figures were, hey, we're gonna have a Friday midnight launch, and these are your prequel figures that you can get, and it would say things, on there like Jango Fett or the Stap Droid or the Mace Windu. Remember, didn't Mace Windu come on a Stap as well too, and he never rode one?
No. You had the
Who was
Stap
it?
droid. You had the Stap droid with the battle droid that was the preview vehicle, and then you had the preview figure that was just in a little green box of Mace Windu with his
And that
blue
was Mace,
lightsaber.
right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
See, and to us that was our news. That's what we were
Yeah.
getting, and that was crazy. That's all we had, and we were so freaking excited for it.
And Julie and I, we used to, I've told the story before, but we used to run booths at toy shows back then. So we actually had pre-production pieces of action figures before they were released, before the Midnight Madness. So we had Ki-Adi-Mundi and we had Darth Maul and all that, but they were in little clear boxes. They were like preserved in little clear boxes. So we would have people coming up to us going, "Who are these?" And we're like, "I don't know, but they look really cool."
Yeah.
So, and then
Right there.
we
Looking at Ki-Adi-Mundi, look, this guy's definitely a Sith. Look at the big cone head. I don't know who he's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Star
Yes.
Wars Insider number 118.
That's
Okay.
one of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
have to
think
find
you'll
it.
find that one. You'll see me at Florida because it was during the
am-
celebration 2020. It's the one with Star Killer on. Yeah, and there's
Okay.
the other one I have is the one with Cad Bane on the front cover too. I think it's 111,
Okay.
111 and 118, baby. Anyway,
So as far as to receive information, for us to hear that Insider is going away, that is a sad time and kind of a thing because this is all we had.
Yeah.
Whether it was that
it's a
the
staple,
Jawa page
dude.
for toys or Toy Fair,
Yeah.
or anything, any way of Star Wars news, yes, was Insider.
Yeah.
Toy wise, that was, your little taste of something. And then we went to Toy Fair, and then we didn't know, Now we're at a day and age of, Black Series Most Wanted. What's your vote? Because we're going to tell them.
That's right.
And it's like,
That's right.
that wasn't a thing then. We were told you're going to get 2 exclusive figures. You don't even know who they are. You're going to like it. You're going to buy them all, and you're going to stare at it for the next 3 months before the movie comes out. And that's it. Now we're at a day and age of, we have a leak. This was shot with a picture right there.
Yeah.
Somebody saying, yes, I was on set. And then, by the way, I'm going to go make my vote, and this is the Black Series that I want now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
It's such a different time for us.
The emergence of YouTube, the emergence of social medias have taken place of all the official stuff. Like there's more reporting than there is like Star Wars, what StarWars.com could be. I think right before you came out, we were talking about like how StarWars.com is not really a news source. It's mostly like, here's just something that you can go back and see what's already been said, right? I wonder if they will step it up and kind of do a little bit of like more articles, more press release like stuff on the official sites, or they're just gonna let the fans just kind of roll.
StarWars.com would have to go back to the old ways, which they shut down a couple years ago with their YouTube shows, and they're going on this week in Star Wars news with
that'd be cool.
What's his name? It was Adam and the girl. They ran it for quite a while, and we weren't getting that. And then it went away because they were like, oh, well, now we're just a social page. Right. But now with this gone and like that, I feel they need to return to that. You're right. And give us something to that effect.
I was telling Scott, like an app, Star Wars Insider app, something.
The Star Wars app itself is kind of lame. So
I'm telling you, it's like StarWars.com. It's not, I don't even go to it regularly.
Yeah,
I go to other reputable sources, and especially if we ever seen like Variety magazine or those are the ones like, okay, this article came out and it's legit. It's but yeah, I mean, we'll still sift through all those, Ashley. We'll still sift through all those things and bring in you guys the source. Like I said, this is a weekly of the state of the galaxy, so we will bring you the sources. No Star Wars Insider or something else that might take its place. Who knows?
We are your Star Wars insiders now.
Yeah,
there
we go.
That's what everybody has switched to.
Insider Digest.
Insider Digest.
Well, I mean, that's why our name is.
Let me do another logo.
No. Our name is like the Reader Digest, or like Digest. It's like the whole.
Yes.
But anyway, guys.
We had always said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're just the Digest inside.
Yeah. with indigestion.
Yes.
Yeah. Gets her older. So I did want to bring up something real here is like we've been talking about Starfighter, and Starfighter comes out 2027. And Sean Levy, which if you don't know who Sean Levy is, I'm sure when we can go through his like whole list of things, but he's credited with Stranger Things a lot. He directed a lot of Stranger Things and a lot of cool movies, So now he's doing the Starfighter. Now it's come to light again, and he said this during Celebration, and we've talked about this now, but I have a little bit of a different kind of retraction take on it where I'm getting a little depressed. And let me explain. Let me try to explain.
Okay.
So Starfighter, yeah, I'm getting a little bothered by this, and I want you guys to either we all go for it or talk me out of this, but it's said that this is a standalone, no connection, there's not going to be in the era. I think it's after the sequel, so I think 5 years after the sequels. That's the time frame of this movie, and no character connection, no plot connection, no Skywalker saga connection at all. And for the longest time, I was like on board, right? But even projects like Skeleton Crew had a connection. There was and I'm not talking aliens and lightsabers. I'm talking because that's just but I'm talking like the actual timeline connection where Skeleton Crew didn't have an impact, but it gave us bits. It gave us a little bit that we know of, right? It gave us things about the, old Republic to the new Republic, all these things. Acolyte, all these things there is a weave there. And Sean Levy came out and basically doubled down on the comment of, look, this is a true standalone. Nothing in this movie really is going to be like, you're not going to be analyzing this movie at all, other than it's Star Wars setting and it's in the universe. And so I was sitting there going like, then at first when I hear something like that, I'm like, yeah, just make great stories, right? We don't care. But as I really think about it, do I care? Do I really care about connecting movies just in general, and having some sort of Skywalker saga thumbprint on it somewhere? It doesn't have to be major, but somewhere. And if this movie has zero, then I guess my question is, like, I'm getting to the point where it's like, of course I'm going to see it, but like, why bother? I don't want to feel that way. I'm not making that my statement. I'm making that a feeling, like almost like Visions, right? We love Visions, but we don't talk about it. It's a what if, it's a standalone. So if Starfighter is like one of many movies that they're going to do where this is just a movie in the Star Wars world, but means nothing, absolutely nothing. We don't care about these characters. Because it's hard to not care about them unless they're in our timeline, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like Mandalorian, right. We care about because it's directly in a Skywalker saga, even though we want to get away from it. But even getting away from the Skywalker saga in that moment still brings us to that level, because there still leads up to the Galactic Empire. There's still lead ups to, all that stuff. So
Order,
right. I guess what I'm saying is like, why am I going to, how am I going to take Starfighter and put it into our talk, buy the figures, watch it on Disney Plus more than, or versus the one time in a theater and stuff. That's where I kind of like got a little bit of a depression on that mode. Like, wait a minute, why, if this is going to be so disconnected, well, then why am I? And I know I'm not the only one.
I look at it, Ernie. Do you have a thought on it?
No, the state that we're in is just really weird. I don't like that they said that as well either. But not. I understand what Moocher's saying, but I'm not going there either. Right now, the way that we are, and unfortunately, the
True.
The backlash that we get from podcasters, YouTubers, fans, community kind of sucks right now. That I'm just going to take everything the way that I see it, the way that that I want it, just like we did at the beginning, and we can all hope for something. That's what we've been hoping for. And it sucks because even though we say, well, that doesn't matter, there is something that somebody can say, and it does latch onto you a little bit. Like, well, I didn't think about that.
Well, I guess,
and that kind of sucks.
Dr. Brantley's comment kind of goes up. We didn't know anything about Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie.
See?
All those guys, we fell in love with them in one movie. Yeah, but that gave us the ground up for it, and we're established into this thing. So it's like, if you're taking
for our story now, correct?
Yeah, if you're taking 50 years almost, and now you're going like on the far reaches of this galaxy, this story's taking place. And again, this is not my statement where I'm like, no. I'm just kind of like,
right.
I kind of thought about it, and I'm like, well, am I going to be on this podcast talking about Starfighter in our grand talk, or is it just going to be a one and done?
Right.
So that's
so. I mean, to bring up what Dr. Brantley just said again, we didn't know anything about Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, R2, and 3PO before Star Wars came out. That was kind of the point. But that was also kind of the point behind what Sean Levy said, right? He said he gets to play in the Star Wars universe with familiar tropes, familiar costume designs, familiar ship designs, it's going to feel familiar while not having ties to any of that. Kind of like what Skeleton Crew did eventually, right? Of course, day one of Skeleton Crew, it looked nothing. It looked more like, downtown Ventura than it did, Star Wars.
Yeah.
So I just kind of look at it like we keep asking for them to go in a different era.
And now they're doing it. I'm like,
go into the far past or into the far future or something like that, right? So this is the first attempt to separate from that Skywalker saga. Whether it leads to something or other, it's who knows? Because as Brino said right there, I'm sorry.
No, geez, I'll get it.
It was somewhere. Thank you,
James Morrow. Mooch, if Starfighter loses financial success, at least parts of it will continue to other projects. That's very true. Very true. Again, and this is not. I haven't drawn a line in the sand. I'm just kind of like, I was like,
Of course,
those statements are getting to me now. It's like, yeah, we did ask for this. We've been clamoring for this, but now it's happening. And now it's like they're doubling down on those statements of there's going to be zero connection to anything other than familiarity.
I feel like, though, it's just, we've been clamoring for it. We've been asking for it. But do we also have a sense of, this is the wrong direction? We've been talking about the Dawn of the Jedi, and we're not going there yet.
The time frame is really not helping either.
Right. We're going to some unknown in-between zone, right? Where nobody quite knows what the hell this is just yet.
Because the time frame is going to give us the technology of Star Wars in that thing.
Right.
Let me hit this. High Noon checking in.
What's up, High Noon?
Why couldn't they have turned Andor into live-action Rebels? Why spend the money on Starfighter project when no one wants? Although, in retrospect, Andor really was as good. Wait, though, in retrospect, Andor
are you asking is Andor really as good as we think it was?
I say yes, but Andor has a direct connection. I mean, it is just. Even though, like I said, but it is the Skywalker saga. Andor is the Skywalker saga, no matter how you look at it.
Skywalker adjacent.
Yeah, and I know, and I know, like.
Did we lose Mooch? You turned yourself off there, buddy. Oh man, he is just having some issues.
I don't know what happened.
Oh man,
I'm not having a good day.
You to shut up.
I'm not having a good day, but we all have our want list in
Stone Mando.
Stone Mando. We all have our want list and what we want out of like live action or a different saga. Like me, I want Old Republic, right? I love if they go into that era. I think it'd be fantastic. Some people will go, no, scratch that. Continue episodes 10, 11, 12. So again, we're not going to hit everybody's wheelhouse in loving everything, but
I don't think we have in a long time.
No, but like I said earlier today, we only had 3 movies, and then we only had 6 movies with no promise of anything else in the future. So all of this is bonus in kind of like my head. And that's what I have to tell myself, right? When I get into the like modes of Starfighter, like when I just brought this up about if it doesn't mean anything, then why do it? And again, I know I'm not the only one, but I don't want that to be. It's like now that it's coming, as good as it's gonna be, is it just we're a one-off talk? So I don't know.
But you know what? In 1977, this little film called Star Wars came out without any promise of any sequels. It was a one-off. The bad guys were
but it was brand new.
It was, but you know what? It was so popular and it was so good that it led to sequels and prequels and the whole bit. So. I'm willing to sit down. Of course, we're all going to watch it. I'm willing to sit down and give it that honest to God try. Right.
Yeah.
I've got nothing against Ryan Gosling. I've got absolutely after right now rewatching Stranger Things. I have absolutely nothing against Sean Levy at all.
Everything that I've been hearing about people saying this is a fantastic script, that the actors are in absolute love with it. Sean Levy's attached to it. Yeah, I have no doubt that it's going to be a very good, entertaining film. High Noon, my bad. It wasn't as good as we like to think it was connected. We had an event. We do absolutely Andor. I will give you that. Andor, we had a huge investment into it because it's a direct lead up to Rogue One, the original trilogy, all that stuff. Well, Chris, who's on our, who had that opinion about like he didn't like Andor because it wasn't Star Wars enough, and it was very,
and that's why he's no longer here.
Just a hiatus. But
because it lacked the Force, right?
It lacked the Star Wars elements that the prequels gave it. They gave us comic book Force, and then and like I said, I'm always in the school of less is way more in Star Wars. I don't like to see everything, but again, that's just my thing. My audio is like digested.
We're having a lot of time. We're a well-oiled machine as always.
But it doesn't disrupt.
Nope.
I don't think it does.
Nope.
I tell myself that.
Commander Mando, the fight they had 2 weeks ago. Guess who won? You don't piss off Moocher.
Mando Mike, I hate
No.
everything, and I at least give it a 1-off.
He does. I will give
Yes,
it to
he
Mando
does.
Mike. He watches everything.
Yes,
Even
he
like
does.
even the sequels and all that stuff. He watches it.
Yep.
And that's all we ask. That's all I ask.
Yep. Arthur Henderson, I gave the sequels a try, and look what happened there. I can't be hurt again. You silly
what,
boy.
Arthur?
Yeah,
Arthur,
you
I
can.
thought about that the other day. I was thinking about like this whole thing about, in the sequels and as much as I wanted to dive back in or just kind of like, all right, is it as bad as I think it was or whatever? And then I starting to digest a lot of like the stuff and I go, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to watch them. But we do. Here's the thing though, just because we don't watch them, we do put the events in its place.
Yes.
Luke Skywalker really did that. Leia really did, fly in space. Kylo, you know what I mean? We
The Last Jedi was a thing. The Rise of Skywalker was a worse thing, but it still exists.
Yeah, so, exactly. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's not that we're arms folded on that. It's just that I like me personally, I just don't want to visit. It bugs me a lot.
Yeah.
We will give everything a chance
Hey,
just because
Ray Stanley.
it's still pretty early as well too.
It is, man.
What's shooting and everything to make these statements.
Yeah,
This could all be coming from Disney as well too, as far as
also
keeping the fire down of
curbing our
tell them this statement.
expectations, though.
Correct.
You think, like
Right, that's what I'm saying. Lower it down.
Yeah.
And
could be it
we'll
too.
see to make it great.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've had too much backlash and everything. But
Yeah.
watch, it's gonna
That's
be probably like the greatest cinema, just like Book of Boba Fett that we've ever had. So you just have to wait and give it a chance.
I'm gonna knock my
And
mic
you-
on purpose this time.
And now that Ernie's out of the oh no, what happened? What did
What
you
happened?
do, Mooch?
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
You
Gosh,
just-
dang it. Just got Chris.
But to this point, James, right? Like
Chris is
it'd
the
always
verb
be an
now.
unknown to a degree until we see the film. 100%. The night before Last Jedi came out, I thought though Ryan was ace because it was actually feeding fans in like
Then he saw the film.
Then I saw the film.
Look, man, there's a lot of the past, we've been burned as a fandom and because of the crew was talking back, which not to us, because again, we don't do the toxicity thing. We don't sit there and say, go to these actors' houses and burn the houses. Yeah, like, come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not that part of that. But there is the point where it's like, I look at the other side there, like Ryan Johnson or Leslie Headland, right? I said her name, but
You made me okay.
yeah, no, but
Burn the fields
they
and then burn the house.
but you know what I mean? They attacked back. They didn't do the marketing. They attacked.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. And you're already doomed your movie to be, to come around. At least I will give the Sean Levy the credit. He's actually talking about his actual film and filming and stuff, saying it's great, but he's also, I think, curbing our expectations. So when it does come out, we're like, hey, what is this movie we just saw? It's great, but it has nothing to do with it. But yeah, he's been telling us
just
that
an
for a few
early
years.
statement. Yeah.
Okay. I can get behind it. Again, I'm just kind of like in the
I will be in that theater sitting next to you, and we can all have our Star Wars therapy together.
Yeah, absolutely. Ray Stanley, The Rise of Skywalker was a very intense movie. Yes, it was. I'm hoping the next two Star Wars movies will be as good as well. The Mando Grogu comes out next year. In fact, in less than a year. And I know, like, the trailer, we had our things about the trailer and stuff like that. But again, I don't even think it even started. I don't think the marketing started yet. That little part that they showed at Celebration about Mando going through the AT-AT, just mowing down snowtroopers, that was like, I'm satisfied with that. It was so
Bro,
good.
it's November 12th already. Join us
I know.
next week as we break down the Mando Grogu movie.
No kidding, dude.
Like-
You have to be very
Yeah.
careful, especially like in our age. We're starting to really identify this. Like, don't wish your life away. Just let it'll come. It'll be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I do believe, and I trust Jon Favreau. I trust Dave Filoni, and I think Mando Grogu is going to be bigger as far as meaningful than made out to be. I think it's going to
Yeah.
have a lot to do, and
I agree.
especially Ahsoka. I think Ahsoka 2 is going to be the pinnacle, meaning like that's the flagship Star Wars content you're going to see. And
those are
then
old words. I love it.
I do think so. I think
love
there's
it.
too much there. There's too much
Yeah.
there for it not to be. Yeah.
Too much lore, right?
Yeah, Star Wars
Sarlacc-
therapy. Yeah, dude. That's what we
Sarlacc
do,
therapy.
man. You know,
New podcast. There we go.
100%. 100%.
Digesting your problems for 1,000 years.
See, and then Dr. Bentley. Don't worry. There's plenty of time for Kathleen Kennedy to fire him and rework the film. Yeah.
I don't know if can you fire a Sean Levy, somebody of that caliber? I mean, the Deadpool, Wolverine, Stranger Things. I don't think you can fire
No.
Sean Levy.
No, the only thing they
he's
can
not
do
like
is
the Lego boys that
order
got fired from Solo.
reshoots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just bring in Ron Howard at the last minute.
I mean, yeah, I was just about to say that.
Oh, that's
Okay, let's
funny.
see. High Noon. Disney has tarnished the Star Wars brand and is known for making bad Star Wars. I think it's been an overkill of poor products that has destroyed any enthusiasm for future projects.
That's a bummer.
It yes and no. I would have said like a hard like, oh, they won't interfere, but because of the whole Ben Solo, fiasco,
Mhm.
that's what changed my mind. I'm like, they absolutely had a hand in bad decision making.
Iger did, yeah.
Not thinking like, I'm not saying that Ben Solo movie would have been the greatest thing ever. Just saying that their reasoning behind the cancellations, they're coming out the gate with no plan, but here's 3 movies. The best thing they did right out the gate was Mandalorian. You know what I mean? And try, but again, it's those side projects that never had a chance to begin with flourished. Rogue One, Mandalorian was a side project.
Yeah.
These are those, and those are the most epic things that come out of the Disney era. The ones that they sat there and had a plan.
Yeah. They didn't have a plan.
They didn't have a plan. Yeah. So I agree with that statement to an extent, but also there are some gems there too. And
yeah, you got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
And if you just,
unfortunately,
if you just
And
don't,
those are just the
like
facts of
it,
life.
then- yeah, man. All right.
And there you have.
There you have them.
Yeah.
There you have.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's Commander Black. Sorry.
What's he doing now?
To James Morrow, I can't forget Disney has done to Star Wars without enough alcohol. It's funny. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, okay, and again, I brought this up before too. I said if you hand a blank check to 10 different fans that don't talk to each other, and you say, here's a blank check, write a Star Wars script. And we've always, and there's been a lot of comments saying, hey, why don't you let fans do, because these people are not fans. Okay, if you had this social experiment of 10 fans, blank check,
you just
write whatever.
10.
I don't think you will find a great script out of all of them, because each of us have an idea of what Star Wars is in our own heads. I think so. To a point, it's like the 90% we all are in, we all have the hive mind. We can name a character, a place, a vehicle, and be right in there, plot lines and stuff. But our idea and our intentions of what characters did outside of it, outside the movies and the comic books, I think we all have some sort of idea. Like Ernie loves the Book of Fett, and so obviously he's
I'd have to apologize. I'd have to apologize. No, I don't have to apologize. I do love Book of Fett. I would have to apologize from the beginning and just tell you when you say, okay, Ernie, where's your movie? And I just give you that blank stare, because I went out and just bought a ton of shit. Just like, all of my Grails.
Damn. I wasn't supposed to buy
my Grails, my everything, all Star Wars related. Like,
right?
Here's our
Commander
I didn't know the movie. I was doing a Disney Plus special. Sorry.
Commander Bly right here hits the nail on the head. Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. What might be right for you might not be right for some, right?
Yes.
And that's it in a nutshell. We could all write the perfect script, and every single person on the internet every single person on the internet is going to freaking hate it, because
they'll hate aspects. Let's put it this way. They'll hate aspects of it.
You can't please anybody.
No.
Honestly.
And I think,
and a lot of one more thing, and I'll let you go.
Go ahead.
And a lot of the people that say this shit too are the same people that were attacking George Lucas back in the early 2000s. So I take their criticisms with a grain of salt. You know, you can be mad at Disney all you want. You can declare that you want George Lucas back, but don't forget where you were, 20 years ago.
Yeah, I think
Give me a break.
if it's a blanket statement that everything Disney's did sucks, I think that's not doing it justice.
Yeah.
I think that it's you 100%. There are some bombs in the way of like, okay, we let that play out, and it just, you know what, one line ruined a lot of it. Somehow, the it's basically the sequels to me. I think we're a lot of people think that in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, the sequels will be like their Star Wars. I just don't think so. Yes, in the prequels, yes, in their OT. The sequels I don't think hit the generation as hard as those other ones hit. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. I love people that have something that they grew up with and they love, but it could be just another sci-fi movie to them. You know what I mean? So to me, the blanket statement of everything Disney touches is bad. It's not true from my own opinion. I think there's gems in there. I do think there's some really, really bad stuff, then cringy stuff. I go,
same.
Why did you do this to why Star Wars, right? Like, why can't you do that to Star Trek? And from what I hear, they are not Disney, but no, but you know what I mean? Like, like we always do this too, right? Something comes out. We're like, oh man, now we got to do a podcast and we have to sit here and talk about this.
You could watch a perfect episode and then something is said in that perfect episode. And you just know the internet is going to explode over it, right? It's going to be like, son of a bitch.
Well, like I said, I'm in the opinion of Andor is probably one of the best things that ever come out of the Disney era, besides Ahsoka and Mando, right? But Andor to me and Rogue One are like just perfect staples of Star Wars, because I like that point of Star Wars where it's the militarized things. It's the used universe. Lightsabers really aren't in it. The Force isn't. It's all ancient myth and religion stuff. Before it was only 18 years ago. Like when the prequel said all that ancient stuff was only 18 years ago.
Yeah.
But and then the prequels were the comic book versions, the cartoon, like the cartoony Jedis were all over. There's more levity to it. There's more family oriented stuff. You know what I mean? It was more gunslinger stuff like that. So to me, it's those two different eras. I happen to be in the camp of like Andor, Rogue One, original trilogy. I love that stuff, and Mandalorian does a lot of it too. And then Ahsoka gets into some. I like Rebels, so it gets into that stuff. But in everybody's Star Wars is personal, and it's their own personal journey. So
I mean, I thought Andor was great, but even in Andor, there's some moments in it where it's like, okay, why are we doing this? Why do we have these guys playing rock, paper, scissors, making faces at each other? That's
right.
Why are we doing this?
But you can't take that and be like, it sucks. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's my point. You can't look at I'm sorry for those who really hate Mando season 3.
Yeah.
Did you not see where this was headed in season 1 and 2? I mean, the moment they introduced the Darksaber, you knew there was a bigger story involved that involved Mandalore, that involved reclaim.
It was one episode that pissed everybody off.
One episode that pissed everybody off. And if you can't look beyond that, that's not terrible writing. That's one episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I said, we survived the prequels. I think like I said, the prequels really grew on me a lot.
With the Clone Wars,
and it had to do with the Clone Wars, 100%. I liked him. I understood everybody's complaints back in the day. And I didn't join in the pitchforks, with the people versus George Lucas. But I understood.
No pitchforks, I did not enjoy them. I
understood. Until episode 3 came out, I was like, this is fantastic. Which episode, Hayes? Hey, what's it? Which episode, Hayes? What's up? It's the Lizzo Jack Black episode. That's the episode where everybody flipped out because it became a little to me. It became cringy.
It was a very cringy episode.
And then you had Christopher Lloyd in there, but did nothing. You know what I mean? It was like
But there was the last some 5 cool minutes. Lore in there though.
Yeah,
so there was some cool lore though, because I mean, you had battle droids, you had him talking about the separatists, and you had him mentioning Count Dooku, and that was cool stuff, man. We hadn't seen a battle droid since episode 3, so that was some good stuff.
Yeah. I'll bring this up too, and I understand 100% understand High Noon. Basically, where you're going with this is like it's a hit and miss. or it was a miss for him. And it's like, why put money into that when we could have gotten this, right? I mean, that I agree on a lot of other projects and everything, you know. And at the first, when Andor was first announced,
This friggin' guy.
yeah, but I'm a real Star Wars fan. Yeah, yeah. When Andor was first announced, I was like, why? You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
really?
Yes.
Andor wasn't
Of
really
all
that.
people?
Yeah, I'm like, okay. And I probably had some of that, like, well, geez, you know, you could have done, we could have been doing Revan stories, man. You know, we could, right? And I don't know. I think we're here for the ride. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if today's audience could influence Disney and Lucasfilm on any project, just like what we're doing with the toys right now, where we're
Yeah.
trying to influence Hasbro to make a particular thing. I don't know.
Like Arthur Henderson here, he wants Lizzo and Jack Black to have their Black Series Most Wanted figures.
I was gonna say something really mean.
Don't
do it.
No, I can't.
Don't do it.
I can't do it. Yeah. Oh wait. James Morrow. I'll get to John. When George Lucas first announced the prequels, I assumed that all 3 films would cover the same time span that Episode 3 did. Yeah. So did we.
Same.
I didn't think we would spend the 2 or 3 films on Anakin's childhood. Yeah. There's some decisions in the prequels, like him being a slave and then like winning his freedom from a pod race. And everybody's, when I heard
Born
that,
of
like
the
it was
Force.
a spoiler. Yeah. Born of the
Yeah.
Force. That
Anakin Christ,
midichlorians. I was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
This is stupid. And then like a lot of people say, what if Episode 1 was actually Episode 3? And then or halfway through 2, like Clone Wars up, like Clone
Dude,
Wars
yeah.
on. You know, the
Yeah.
end of 2 would be that's a whole different. But again, we kind of got 5 years of Clone Wars, and
Yeah. Anyway.
yeah, Stu John, I'm glad Andor ended up getting condensed into what we got. Yeah, you know, the idea of stretching over 5 years seems unnecessary. I agree. As one of my favorite top 2 seasons, the way they did it every 3 episodes, I thought was absolutely perfect. If you gave me 5 seasons of that, I'd be like, all right, dude, come on. Let's go. Let's finish this up. Let's wrap it up. Yeah. James Morrow could have, in the crawl, you could have covered it up.
Yeah.
You know, Anakin, born.
Some
of
of
the
it was
Force.
just unnecessary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially whenever, you know, we grew up watching the films, and we had Sebastian Shaw as Anakin, right, who was an older man, and then all of a sudden we've got this kid who, you know, 20 years on still looks exactly the same.
We have in our heads the most feared villain of all time. Now is this little Annie.
Yeah.
Hayes,
Little orphan Annie.
I thought Lloyd was a miscast. He should have played a flashback of Flow 99. I love that.
That would have been cool.
Yeah. Stu John, Anakin also created C-3PO. Mary Sue. I love it, guys. Well, anyway, that was our little therapy session, and I just wanted to bring it up and make sure that I wasn't drowning in these thoughts of like not caring for a project because of the statements coming out of, hey, just prepare yourself. It's just like Visions, right? Like a lot of people love it, but they love it because of the style and they like anime stuff, right? But it means nothing. Like it means nothing. There's no thing. So our Skeleton Crew, we barely even talk about because it had almost no connection. And that's
I love Skeleton.
I know we love it. Like I said, I think Starfighter is going to be fantastic. I think it's going to be a great ride, right? But I don't know. I think Star Wars, I guess maybe. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't want to make any statements, but I just wanted to like get it out there as a therapy session. I talk myself into it or
don't
whatever.
wallow. Don't wallow.
Yeah. We'll see where the Star Wars Insider goes, man. Maybe they're just gonna say it's up to the fandom to do a Star Wars Insider app. You know, like leave it up to, you know, back in the day before the pre-Disney stuff. Like the Star Wars celebrations were fan-driven conventions by fans for fans, and now it's corporate. Now Disney took over. Now it's a thing, right?
Yeah.
But that was the whole purpose of celebrations back in the day. It was a actual fan celebration.
And I got to say though, even though Sarlacc therapy is good stuff, Thanks, James. Even though Disney has taken over and the celebration has gone more corporate in that sense,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like it whenever you're actually there. Whenever you're there,
Oh no,
it still
yeah.
has that feel. Actually, I like these celebrations more than the last two celebrations I went to before the Disney.
They're a lot
buyout.
cleaner, a lot better, a lot
Yeah.
more organized, absolutely, and a lot more filled. Because the Star Wars
Yeah.
celebrations pre-Disney were like empty halls of 50 vendors and a couple thousand people, and it was very like, what is this? This is like a swap meet. Now
Kinda what it
it's
felt
a-
like, yeah.
yeah, now it's a huge thing, right? So
Yeah.
um,
And it's got, but it still at the same time has a down home feel to it. It feels like, everybody's there for the same reason.
Yeah.
And it's not like Comic-Con where everybody has their own little niche, right?
oh yeah.
Here, everybody's together. We're all there for Star Wars. And
If you think
You
Star Wars
really
is toxic,
feel-
then go to
Yeah.
a celebration. You'll change your mind. I'm telling you.
yeah, that was great, man. I mean, it's just awesome.
Yeah, James Moore with the Star Wars celebration.
Jake Lloyd
Yeah.
jumping into mud puddles with his friends.
Yeah, high new a long live for live action Rebels and a lesser. Well, you're getting that in Ahsoka. Ahsoka
Yeah.
basically is Rebels season 5.
Yeah.
That's as close as we're gonna
Season
get.
6 is coming.
Yeah,
Season 6 is coming.
that's as close as we're gonna get on it. So yeah, Nicholas H saying the same thing. All right, guys, let's get out of here. I'm gonna stop talking because I've been in 2 insiders. And
Jesus Christ.
I
Oh my
can't get into a
God.
third one, and that solidifies my legacy because Scott, you'll never be in one now.
Ernie, you want to take us out of here, man? Or
Yeah, that man just hurried up and ran to the magazine rack and is going to look for those all night. Like
I'll
his
have them
night
by
is
next show.
set. See, there it is, right there.
we need it
Yeah.
scanned so we can actually show them in the splash.
Oh,
page
he
of
will.
the-
It'll probably be a poster behind him by next episode. Yeah,
T-shirt of me.
nice.
Diva.
I'll
Hell
wear it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it, man. That's like everybody
would
wants
be.
to have a part of Star Wars, and I got it. Yeah.
And
I
he
guarantee
got in
neither
there.
one of you MFers have ever been in an Aquaman comic.
Nope.
Mm.
Nope.
I was.
Prove
I've
it.
been in a Marvel comic. A couple of them.
Have
That's
you?
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you have. Yes.
Yeah.
That
Nice.
Ernie's profile pic was part of it, right?
Yeah. That's some cool stuff.
Sexy.
All right,
Slice it.
Ernie, we're out of here, man. Go for it, dude.
Yes, thank you for joining us on Moocher's been in a Star Wars Insider Magazine episode. We greatly appreciate it. Yeah, in the centerfold. Yeah, with just his Wookiee showing, it's a great one.
I don't have a
Yeah.
long enough
Ouch.
beard to cover everything.
It's not as
It's
long
the
as you think it
70s.
is, man.
It's the '70s version of Insider. You got to go way back. It's like, yeah,
Wasn't even called Insider then.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Just called Beautiful Star Wars.
Yeah,
Just look that up.
It's called, yeah.
So there it is. Yeah, Beautiful Star Wars, and you'll find them. Also there. Yeah, thank you everybody for joining in the pit tonight. You guys are great. The comics keep rolling. That is awesome.
We're all from the 80s. We've all had our face on milk carton. Awesome
Yeah.
comments, too, John.
They didn't care that much, honestly.
No, yeah. They're just
Nobody
like,
did.
Whipped
No,
our
they'll
ass
be
when we got
back.
home, though.
Yeah,
I'm
That's
sorry.
what
I won't
saying.
interrupt anymore. I'm sorry.
You were on a milk carton if you didn't make it in by the time the lights went on at night. You just knew. Well, you're putting yourself on there.
Yeah.
Oh
Can I just
man.
stay at the police station overnight, please? My mom's
Yeah.
gonna kill me.
Please. You stay in the cell, no food. That's fine.
I just don't want to go home. Don't call my mom.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Please join us back again. Don't forget to go rewatch that great episode of the Sarlacc Toy Chest from last Monday with all your news for the Black Series Most Wanted. So go out there, check it out, rewatch that. Please check out all of our reviews and exclusive content that we have on here. We have you entertained all week until next week's episode. And yeah, definitely
Ray.
going to have to, as we talk about Black Series, that Vader and Luke set.
Dude.
Whoa.
I need that. Yeah.
Computation.
Yeah.
Computation.
It's good stuff.
Hopefully it's still available this Saturday when I go to Disneyland because they were selling inside Star Trader.
Yep. They were
So-
actually selling them out in downtown Disney as well.
Okay, good. So hopefully
so-
there's a bunch and I can go grab one. pick yourself one up. You don't know if you're unsure, go check out our review on the channel, along with tons more. Check us out on all social media. And yeah, don't forget to follow all the great people at the end of the show that you'll see. And shout out to the Shadow Network out there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All the links in the description below. Have a good weekend, guys. We will see you back next Wednesday. What's up?
Special
With
shout,
some-
just a special shout out to Ray Stanley and High Noon for joining us there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those names in the chat before, so welcome, guys. I hope you stick around.
Yes.
Come back for more adventures.
Yes. I hope Scott didn't scare you away.
Me?
You know, for not being in the Insider. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Or Marvel.
Or Marvel. Yeah. I mean,
I was
yeah.
a Marvel.
I
exactly.
was DC. A DC boy. Yeah.
All right, Pitt. We'll see you guys. Thank you so much. Next Wednesday, we do this all over again, and then every other Wednesday on Toy Chest. With that, Scott.
Every other Monday. You said Wednesday. Every other Monday on Toy Chest. Keep it nerdy, everybody.
Wednesday every
I know
week.
There's a lot going on. Every week.
Yeah. He
whatever.
doesn't.
Just hit the bell notification. You'll get all the
operating.
notices.
Best way to do it. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
This is Grand Admiral Thrawn. You are listening to the Sarlacc Digest. What a fascinating play on words.